I feel like Yao Ming wearing this watch. Let's go. Hey friends, welcome back to Phil Watches. I'm Phil and let's talk about this watch. So I have this watch for about 2 months now and it is a love and hate relationship. I usually don't buy anything over 40 millimeters because I know I have a 6¼ inch chopstick wrist and anything above 40 millimeters will look like a diesel watch. And we don't want that. However, I pulled the trigger on this IWC Flyback, Fly Forge, Fly Top Chronograph Ceramic Edition. It's a mouthful, but yes, let's dig into it. And let's get into the juicy part, the sizing. And I mean, I knew this was going to be a big watch going in. I never had anything over 42 millimeter before, so this 46 millimeter beast is something to behold. And I knew this going in because I was browsing on Watch Recon, like always when I have nothing to do, bad habit. And I saw this watch that Jeremy Clarkson wore in Top Gear. And I just thought to myself, hey, I could pull this off, right? How big could it be? So now here I am. And I'm actually surprised that it wears smaller than it actually suggests. So here's the reasons why. And look, I'm not just saying that to make myself feel better, because I did that as a kid and it never worked out. But yes, I actually posted a picture of my new watch to my Facebook group, and it's called Casual Watch Talk. It's a great group founded by the Casual Watch Talk YouTube channel. And they actually said it looked very fitting for a pilot's watch. And there's reason to this. The number one reason is the color. And but at first sight, you might just see a black blob, everything is black. I assure you this is not completely the case. Because of the AR coating on the crystal, it looks blue most of the time. And so one of the main reasons why it looks smaller because the blue from the crystal pops out the most when it's being focused on rather than the overall case. So the big dial, the big crystal measures about 38 millimeters and it still looks like a clock. Insert John Mayer reference here.
You can put it down next to your bed and it becomes a clock. It becomes a nightstand clock,
So the overall design of the dial is fairly legible because it's so big. And I really enjoy being able to tell the time in an instant and not having to do the math like a nerdy Chinese kid. And also I love the flyback chronograph function. I noticed that the IWCs doesn't put this out on many of their models. So it's a hidden gem among them. I also teach high school, college kids, not high school kids, in Zoom. So it's nice to be able to time things, time how long they speak on their student projects without having to use a phone or whatever. It's just nicer. And another main reason why it's easier to wear is because of the case material. So this is a fully ceramic case, which weighs about 50% lighter than stainless steel. So this whole watch, 46 millimeter, weighs the same as about my Oyster Perpetual 36 millimeter. So with a 10 millimeter improvements on top, it still weighs the same. This is unexpected and I feel like it's the main reason why this is still wearable for me. Because the thickness is 16.4 millimeters from the top of the crystal to the case back. That's kind of huge, right? That's very thick, but it doesn't look thick. And since it's lighter, I think it's less noticeable. And I got to say, the ceramic is extremely nice. It hides scratches really well, and it's not your PVD finish look. It looks much more subtle and give a sense of toughness, just like me, of course. And when I wear this watch, I feel like Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee together and form a perfect union baby. A nice touch is that the pushers look like titanium and have a grayer tone to them. overall it fits the vibe of the watch very well. And if it has just been this shiny steel, I think it would have just been way worse over on the look and overall finish. And finally, the strap. And because this watch is a 22mm lug width, you could put very big straps in there, and that helps it stay on the wrist real well. So even if I smack it back and forth, it does not affect it too much. This watch also have a deployment clasp, and it's extremely sturdy. The clasp also have this titanium look and feel to it, and it's finished to a very high degree as well. I think this watch would only look right with the strap. I love bracelets, and I have IWC bracelets on my shit. But with this strap, it fits the perfect combination of the pilot vibe and also keeping it lightweight. So with a combination of those three things that were mentioned, the color scheme and the case material and the weight, as well as the strap, those are what makes this watch wearable for me. And will I keep this watch? I'm not sure, because it's very pricey. You could get it used around 7 to 8K. So I don't really have that much money to throw around, and I do want to experience other watches. So I'm not sure about this one, but I enjoy it a lot when I'm having it. And if you haven't gone out of your comfort zone in the terms of wearing bigger watches or smaller watches, I think you should definitely do so. I have wore watches that are 32, 34 millimeters, and I have wore watches that are 46 millimeters now. So it's a wide range, and I think you get another perspective on this hobby, and it's something to also try and look forward to. And you can see it here. I still think 39 millimeter is my comfort zone, and you can see this with my Mark 16, right? The comparison is huge. So yes, IWC could make huge watches, but you should definitely give them a try too. So thanks again. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you love it, please subscribe. It means a lot to a smaller channel like this. Thanks, man.